Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Tales from the Rails. Episode 16. New Rules for Porter. Porter is a new engine on the island of Sodor. He is very young and has lots to learn. Porter likes his job at Brandon Docks, whether it's shunting cars or pulling freight. One day, Porter was at Brandon Docks when he met a new friend. It was Duck, the Great Western engine, coming into Brandon Docks with a load of troublesome trucks. "Hello there," said Duck. "My name's Duck. Glad to meet you. I haven't seen you around the island. Are you new?" "Why, hello there. My name's Porter. I'm a dockside engine. Glad to meet you." "Would you two get back to work? This dock runs on a schedule, you know," said Cranky. "Easy does it," said Duck. "Now don't you get started on your Great Western way or the wrong way." "But right now," said Duck, "you're doing it the wrong way." "Ha," said Porter. "Serves you right, Cranky. Well, good seeing you, Duck. I have to get back to work. As Cranky said before, this dock does run on a schedule." "Remember the Great Western way," said Duck, and Duck strolled away. "He looks like a wobbler to me," said Cranky. "Ah, that makes sense now," said Porter. "A wobbly duck. Ah, I wonder who nicknamed that." "The real name's Montague," said Duck, replying as he puffed away, hearing the conversation. Later that day, Bill and Ben arrived with some clay from the clay pits. Porter was shunting some cars into a siding. "Bother, these trucks were trouble," said Bill. "Indeed," said Ben, "and the clay pits are right around the corner from here." Then Porter jumped into the conversation. Yes, indeed, trucks are trouble, but he wasn't paying attention to find. He was pushing his trucks right through the buffers. Porter soon noticed. "Oh dear, I must stop." Bill laughed. "Ha ha, clumsy wheels, you should watch where you're going." "Whoops," said Porter. "That did not mean to happen." Sir Topham Hatt was not pleased when he arrived in Winston. "Porter, you should know when Salty is out of the docks, you should take care of the docks, not destroy it. You need to learn the rules and regulations of the rails. I know you are new, but it is necessary to continue." "Yes, sir. Sorry, sir," said Porter. Porter soon brought the trucks back onto the rails. But the buffers were smashed and could not be replaced at the moment. "Now," said Sir Topham Hatt, "you must take this train to the steamworks, as these parts are needed for Victor." "Yes, sir. Right away, sir." And with that, Porter started to continue on his journey. "It's only early days," said Winston to Sir Topham Hatt. "Yes, indeed," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Early days." Porter was actually quite happy to get out of the docks. He wanted to see the rest of the island. "Yippee," said Porter. "Away we go." Porter had never been on this side of the island, and he enjoyed it very much. Except, Porter didn't know a lot about crossovers. And when Paxton was going over, Porter came racing down the Archstone Bridge, right towards the crossing. Porter didn't know that the engines on the top of the Archstone Bridge have to stop and wait to see if there's other engines. But Paxton was slowly crossing to find Porter racing through and almost hit Paxton's train. "Oh my," said Paxton, "watch where you're going. Don't you know the rules of the rails?" "Sorry," said Porter, shouting through a tunnel, but Paxton couldn't hear him. Porter came out of the tunnel to find a wonderful surprise. He loved this side of the island. It looked spectacular. Just then Mavis strolled in. "Hello there, my name's Mavis. You must be a new engine." "Hi there, my name's Porter. Glad to meet you." "What kind manners you have," said Mavis. "Do you have any questions about the railway?" "Yes, I do. It appears I am almost lost. Can you direct me to the steamworks?" "Yes, you're going to have to take the track on your right. As my left, your right. It'll come down to the steamworks, but you're going to have to go through another dark tunnel." "Why, thank you," said Porter. and I will definitely be visiting this side of the island again. Porter then reached the mountain tunnel. He continued on his way through the tunnel. "This railway is nice indeed," said Porter. Porter soon arrived at the steamworks to find Victor and Kevin there. "This is the supplies you wanted, right?" said Porter. "Hola," said Porter. "Whatever you say," said Porter. Once again, Porter encountered some more trouble. When shunting, he didn't put the cars all the way back to the siding, which was needed. He shunted it to the very top of the siding, where almost an engine could barely pass by. But Porter managed to slip by. "Ah, nice place you got here," said Porter. "Very nice indeed. Is this a steam engine only works?" "Yes, indeed," said Victor. "The diesel works is on the other side of the island. It is being repaired right now, and that's why there are some diesels that are coming over here to be repaired." "Well," said Porter, "I best be off. I do enjoy this side of the island. I do. But I must get back to the docks. Goodbye, Victor." "Adios, amigo," said Victor. But later that day, Spencer came to Great Waterton Station to drop off some passengers. "This is a disgrace," said Spencer, "pulling passengers and being a private engine for the Duke and Duchesses. I am not a passenger engine. I am a private engine. Actually, I'm streamlined." Spencer was cross, and when the guard blew his whistle, he stormed out of the station as fast as he could. He went thundering through the steamworks to find trouble ahead. The trucks that Porter had shunted were not far back enough for Spencer, coming at a high speed. And so, when Spencer hit them, he went flying off the track. The mess that followed was terrible. Luckily, Spencer had just dropped off all his passengers, but he was laying in a field, covered in mud. Back at the docks, Porter brought in the new buffers for the siding. The workmen soon placed it in, and Porter was good to go. But when rolling back out, Porter discovered Winston and Sir Topham had arrived to the docks. "Porter, I get that you are a new engine, but you must understand the rules of the rails. Today, Spencer was in a very bad accident from your shunting of the trucks, which I am very pleased to find that you found the steamworks. Thank you for delivering those, but you must shunt trucks all the way back to the back of the siding. You left them too far out, and Spencer came in at too far head of speed. He crashed into the trucks, causing another accident. You must learn the rules of the rails, as I've said earlier today. But I know that you are new, and as soon as Salty gets back from his delivery, he will definitely teach you the rules of the rails." Porter can only say one thing. "Early days, sir. It's only early days for me." "Indeed it is," said Sir Topham Hatt.